Welcome to e-learning. This is Professor P. Shaktivel and M. Nandani, Assistant Professor, Department of EEE, Thandai Periyar Government Institute of Technology, Vellore. So this video lecture is related about types of flip-flop. So first we want to know what is flip-flop. So flip-flop is nothing but it is a memory device which is used to store a one bit of data in digital circuit. So flip-flop is also called as a bistable circuit. For a bistable means it having a two stable states. So this is the types of flip-flops. So the flip-flops are classified into four types. One is the SR flip-flop, JK flip-flop, D flip-flop and T flip-flop. So first flip-flop is the SR flip-flop. The SR flip-flop is the basic flip-flop. So by using this flip-flop only we can get all this flip-flop. So this is the SR flip-flop symbol, circuit diagram and truth table. So this flip-flop having a two inputs, namely set and reset. This is this NAND based circuit, that is the clocked SR flip-flop NAND based circuit. So this is the truth table. So when we are coming to the operations of SR flip-flop, initially we are assumed that Q is equal to 0. So Q bar is always complemented of Q. So if you are assuming Q is equal to 0, then Q bar is equal to 1 and no clock pulse is applied irrespective of these two inputs, that is S and R. The output G3 and G4 are at one state. So after giving an output to this G1, that the output is applied to the G1, the results which there is no change in the previous state. So that was, if I am not giving a clock pulse, means there will be not change in the state of flip-flop. So if clock pulse is applied at logic 1 level, if S is equal to 1, that is if S is equal to 1 and R is equal to 0, then output of the G3 is 0 and output of G4 is 1. Result in output of the G1 is 1 and the G2 is changed as a 0. So in this condition the flip-flop is going to set. So the next condition, when I am giving a input S is equal to 0 and R is equal to 1, then the output of G3 is 1 and the output of G4 is 0. Result in the output of G1 is 0 and G2 is changed as a 1. That is, the flip-flop will going to the reset state. So the circuit responds to the inputs S and R only when the clock pulse is present. Otherwise, the flip-flop will not respond without clock pulse. So when both, that is S and R, is 1 along with this clock pulse, the next state of the output cannot be determined because both the output of the state will having a 1. So we told that the Q and Q bar is always complemented. So to overcome this problem, we are decided a one flip-flop, that is called as a JK flip-flop. So the in this slide we are explained the operations of SR flip-flop. So this is the JK flip-flop. So in the JK flip-flop we are having a two input J and K. This is the circuit diagram. We are having a 4 NAND gate and this is the truth tables of JK flip-flop. So if the clock pulse is 0, whatever may be the value of j and k, the output will remain in the previous state. That is the first condition. So when the clock pulse is applied, that is the clock pulse is giving as a 1. So I am giving a j equal to k equal to 0. The output of the gate G3 and G4 are 1, result in the output of G1 and G2 are remains in the same state. So this is in the second case. So in the next case, when clock is equal to 1 and j equal to 0 and k equal to 1, means the flip-flop will going to the reset state. So at that condition, the output of the flip-flop will be 0. So in the next case, I am giving a clock pulse and also j equal to 1 and k equal to 0, means the flip-flop will going to the set condition. That is the output of the flip-flop is 1. So in the last condition, if I am giving both the inputs are high and also giving the clock pulse, means the output of the JK flip-flop will be the Q bar. So in this JK flip-flop, we are having one disadvantages, that is the race conditions are occur. So to overcome this race condition, we are going with a master slave flip-flop. So two JK flips are combined together by using one inverter. So in this two slide, the operations of JK flip-flop was explained. So next flip-flop is the D flip-flop. So D flip-flop is derived from a SR flip-flop. Here the S and R flip-flops are connected together by using one inverter. Then that flip-flop is called as a D flip-flop. So D flip-flop is also called as a data transfer flip-flop. So whenever I am giving a clock pulse to the flip-flop, it just transfer the data from one state to the another state. So this is the major process of D flip-flop. So that for data transmission purpose in a digital circuit, we are using a D flip-flop. So this is the truth tables of D flip-flop. So next we are coming to the operations of D flip-flop. When I am not giving the clock pulse, means irrespective of the input, the flip-flop will keeps remaining in the same state. So after applying a clock pulse, I am giving a D equal to 1, means I already told that whenever I am giving a clock pulse, it will transfer a data. So the output of the G1 is 1 and output of the G2 equal to 0. So if the clock pulse is applied and the input of D equal to 0, the output of G1 is 0 and the G2 is 0. The conditions are occur only based upon the NAND circuit and the NAND truth table. So for a NAND truth table, whenever one input of the NAND gate is high, definitely we are going to get the high input. So this is the operations of D flip-flop. So next is the T flip-flop. So T flip-flop is the modified versions of JK flip-flop. So in case of a JK flip-flop, we are having a two input J and K. So by connecting J and K as the 1, then we get a T flip-flop. So for a T flip-flop, we are having a one input and two outputs, that is the Q and Q bar. So it in T flip-flop is also called as a toggle flip-flop. Here the T is mentioned as a toggle input. So the figure shows the basic circuit or a logic diagram of the T flip-flop. In the circuit, when the clock pulse is 0, the output of the gates G2 and G1 will be same as the previous state. So when I am giving a clock pulse 1 and also t equal to 1, the output of the gate G3 will be 0, then the output of G1 will be 1. And the output of, that is the output of the T flip-flop is 1. Since this Q output is given to the gate G4, its output will be now 1 and hence the output of G2 will be 0. The output of Q bar is equal to 0. Thus, in case of that is when t equal to 1, the clock pulse is applied, the output changes its states. Therefore, it is called as a toggle flip-flop. So, whenever I am giving a t equal to 1, it changes the state. So, this is the operations of t flip-flop. So, this operations could be explained in this slide. So in this video we are discussed about what is flip-flop. So flip-flop is nothing but it is a storage device, and 4 types of flip-flops. On each flip-flop we have seen the symbol, truth table and circuit diagram. So all the digital circuits are used as a flip-flop as a storage device. Thank you for watching my video.